Thank you for joining us on Spotlight. I'm your host, Josh Chapman. Today, I will be joined by Executive Director of the Athletic Factory, Cliff Thomason, and today's show is sponsored by the St. Clair County Department of Veteran Affairs. Cliff, how are you today?
I am doing great, Josh, and yourself, sir.
I got no right to complain. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, all is well.
That's right.
All is well. So obviously we go back a long time. I think when I was first starting my career at the Y, you were getting Ballers Elite going.
Yeah.
I think I've seen a couple of your kids on our payroll at one point.
Probably, yes, that's correct.
And we obviously work together in the community, a lot of overlap. But for those that don't know what the Athletic Factory is, why don't you take a couple of minutes and just kind of walk people through what services are provided by the Athletic Factory?
Absolutely. So our goal is always to be a hub for student athletes in the community. So what we found is that there was a gap with the needs of student athletes. There's always programming and help for kids who are excelling and also kids who are struggling as a student, but the student athlete piece sometimes get missed, and that's, elite athletes who have to know what core classes they need to take to go to college and be an athlete. But we're more than that. So what we try to do is we try to create recreational or athletic activities for student athletes, far as excelling in their sport, but also specialized training that we offer. We're probably one of the only ones in the area that does our type of specialized training. But more than that, than the athletic side, we like to make sure that they understand that there's students that happen to be athletes. So we offer free after-school tutoring. We've been partnering with Teachers Pet Tutoring for 6 years now. We do SAT, ACT prep. We do fast for tip workshops for seniors so they understand if you qualify for something, but even if you're come from a family that's very affluent, you still have to fill out FAFSA, right? So going through that process, sometimes when kids have to do it themselves, it's a little daunting. Yeah. So we try to provide that service with them. We use Kelsey Chapman this year, who does a lot of that for the school.
I like her. She's a good kid.
Yeah, I think common last name probably. And then, we do a lot of programs for little kids, too, kindergarten through second grade with biddy basketball and biddy volleyball, skill development. So we try to make sure that we're not just focusing on athletics, but we want students to understand as they develop as an athlete that the student part has to always stay first.
Yeah. So we have to build the whole child approach, right? So you put the kid at the center, put the athlete at the center, and then give them all the ancillary support. So
absolutely.
So what else is on the horizon? What are you working on? What do you got going on in the factory?
Yeah. So right now we're really busy. Obviously, we have the collaboration with the YMCA with our swim program, basic swim program for kids who don't know how to swim or have very basic knowledge of swimming. That's been going very well. We're also doing our summer recreational basketball league where we have 23 teams that are in that from 3rd grade all the way up to 8th grade. And we use an Athletic Factory, Central Middle School, and Portland High School for the games. So Tuesday nights are usually games, and it's a long night. Usually starts at 5. Usually I'm home about 10.
Midnight? Yeah, I get
11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So those are some of the newer programs that we started the summer recreational program last year and continue it. So that'll be something we do every summer. I know the Y does it in the wintertime, so we want to kind of complement.
Well, that's a nice thing. Kids that love basketball, they can now play almost year round. Not in the uberly competitive, but they can. You guys in the summer, the schools in the late fall, us in the winter, and then take spring break off.
Absolutely, and we do have our travel, like you mentioned, Ballers Elite that does that. We start that in March. That goes through about July. So that's for really elite to above average players and they travel all over to play different teams. We also have the recreational open gym runs that are at the James R. Leonard Center that we've been doing in the summer. It's our 3rd year doing it. So yeah, trying to do a lot of stuff. We have the after-school program that'll be starting back up again at East Shore Leadership Academy. So yeah, we're busy.
Yeah, I
Good
get
stuff
it.
though.
I get it. That's
Yeah.
good. No, that's awesome, and the community needs it. So a little birdie told me that you guys were working on some construction or looking to do something about a floor, maybe?
Yeah.
Is that birdie correct?
That is, yeah. So at the Athletic Factory, we are doing a capital campaign.
Okay.
For replacing the gym floor. Right now, the floor that we have, we're at Trinity Lutheran Church. They had a school that's been closed, and we've been leasing the school portion for 3 years now. We just actually renewed our lease, a 10-year lease, with first right of refusal on it also. But the floor that's there is all tile. There's no support underneath it. Some of the tiles are cracking. So we're working on a capital campaign. We're about halfway there.
Okay.
To replace that gym floor. It'll be more like the Port Huron High, Port Huron Northern Aux gym, that rubberized floor.
Yeah.
Lasts, 30 to 50 years.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is after so many, I think maybe 25, 30 years to just repaint it on the surface. So we're looking for that. We're looking to be here for a long time, and we love where we're at. It's, right on the south end of town. So, yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's good. Well, good luck. And I have a hunch that I'll see you soon.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on Spotlight.